I don't know.
What that say?
Ohana.
What that mean?
Family. Ohana is family.
Hey,
you got that from Stitch?
what? Come check. Lilo
Lilo
and
and Stitch.
I've never
Ohana.
seen that. Come check us out. Hey, Cristo Rey Basketball. Come check us out. Rest of the season, we doing live, baby.
We doing big things.
Yes, sir.
What the?
Is Jazzy the Kid.
All right, what's up, y'all? What's up? It's your girl Jazzy the Kid. I'm back with Taste and See. Today I am with Cristo Rey. What is it? I can't say it right. Cristo Rey. Just Cristo Rey. Okay, y'all. I'm back with Cristo Rey basketball coaches in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I have the head coach here. I have John Miller.
Yes.
And then we got Coach Hill over here. I call him LJ. LJ's his name. Coach Hill. Yeah. So today we got cousin subs on the menu. What you got, DJ?
I got me a half turkey with provolone.
Let them see it. Let them see.
I got a half turkey with provolone. You know what I'm saying? Got my little you did.
You got some.
Got my plain chips.
Ooh. I got fries, but I got a ham and provolone. Let me get it open. Hey, LJ, tell them what you got.
I'm going crazy with the meatball.
Show them it.
Yeah, the meatball sub.
I got the ham and provolone, just nice and simple. Got the tomato, got the onion, the oregano in there. I got the whole works going.
I got the oregano. They put oregano on mine?
Did they?
Crazy.
They're supposed to.
It look like they did.
I don't see no oregano.
I got some fries too, and I'm throwing some ketchup on there. We also got the special cookies at Cousins. Going down to your near and dear cousins and slide and get one of these. You know what I'm saying? We about to dig in. We pretty much just gonna see. We're gonna just talk to y'all about exactly what it is that y'all do. I don't know if you want to start, Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir. So a little bit about obviously Cristo Rey and what we're doing over here. I took on the head varsity basketball role about in the beginning of October, and it wasn't really an ideal turnover for a high school basketball coach, leaving one school, coming to another school. Usually all that happens in March and April. So I got the job in October, and I was kind of scrambling to find assistant coaches because most of my contacts were kind of tied up, but I scrambled and I landed Coach Hill over here. He's a real guy that's been around the block, has been in Division I practices for 4 to 5 years. So kind of fortunate enough to snatch him up and have him come along on the staff and help us out this year.
Do you have anything to say on that? He's
This
laughing.
is my first year coaching, so being with the program has been a real treat. Got to see a bunch of things, learn a bunch of things, so I'm excited to continue that.
Good. So how long have you been coaching? Coach Miller?
I've been coaching for this is my 5th year. The first 2 years, I served as an assistant at my alma mater. Then I changed locales and went to a different school and started up a new program, and I became the top assistant over there for 2 years. And I was just ready, man. I was ready to take that next step, obviously, in my coaching profession and opportunity. Some opportunities presented themselves. Some didn't make sense. Some made sense. I shot my shot. Some fell through, and then some didn't fall through. And then obviously Cristo Rey, luckily enough, fell through for me. So I'm just grateful, and it's been an honor to be able to lead these young men to where we want to be, and we grow. We grow every day. We just had practice this morning. Guys were in here, on a Saturday morning. It's snowing outside. They could have slept in this morning, but guys are starting to buy into what we're trying to do, and we keep the consistency up. I feel comfortable in saying that we can really go places for sure.
So how many locations, I know you mentioned this before, but how many locations does Cristo Rey have? Because there's many outside of Milwaukee, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have about 38 total.
Dang. See, I never knew nothing about the school, so.
It's about 38 to 40 locations around the whole country. Cristo Rey is the only one in Wisconsin. It's a network school, so Wisconsin only has one, and we're at the one right now. There's one. I believe there's 2 or 3 in Illinois. I believe there's 2 in the Chicago area, and there's 1 somewhere else. But there's some in Dallas, New York, Minnesota. They're everywhere. California.
Dang. So how long had? So okay. So when did it start?
The network started, I would assume, like years and years ago.
But this particular one is like
5 years old.
See, I didn't even know that. Well, yeah. So I mean, if you got some kids that's you're looking for a school, make sure you send them to Cristo Rey, or any guys that you may have that want to play basketball, have a heart for it. This is definitely a school to check out. They're located right now on, what is this address?
We're right now. We're on Miller Park, but we just broke ground on a brand new $33 million facility that we're planning to be in next year's new state of the art facility. Yeah, new field house, new soccer field, new classrooms, all new lunchroom. It's a beautiful facility. I find myself riding past like every other day.
Yeah, they're getting done with it fast.
Yeah, just to check on the process of the building. It's amazing.
And where is it? Did you say the location for the next one?
It's on 18th and National, so it's about a mile away from the one. Right now, the school sits on Miller Park, but the new locale is going to be on 18th and National.
Yeah, it's big too. It's real big. They get done with it fast.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's real. When I saw the renderings, I'm like, this is beautiful, right? Like this is what's up, right? For sure.
So do you have?
Excited.
What you say? I'm
I
sorry.
was definitely excited to get rolling in that new school.
Do y'all have any short-term or any long-term goals?
That meatball sloppy, huh?
And it's smacking.
It's a big old piece of meatball on there. Show them what you're working with. Put it in the camera just like this. Go like that, like. Hey, this, you never go wrong with a ham and provolone, though, did you? I see you babysitting that turkey one, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's dry.
Cause it ain't got no oregano. That's why it's dry.
Yeah, no oregano. These chips got fries.
Put some ketchup on there. Try to turn it up a little bit. No, put it on top of the sandwich. I'm telling you, change your life.
You got to do that by accident. That's only good when you do it by accident. As I was saying, y'all have any short-term or any long-term goals for just with the coaching in general, or with the school at all? Are you guys networking with different companies? Absolutely. So the most unique thing about Cristo Rey, the school itself, is that all of our students work. So students go to work. So like they go to school 4 days a week. Really, it's not traditional. Usually you're in school for Monday through Friday, but Tuesday through Friday, each grade works. So I believe, like I don't know the exact days off my hand, but Tuesday I believe is freshmen, Wednesday is sophomores, Thursday is juniors. That's exactly what it is actually. Tuesdays is freshmen, Wednesdays is sophomores, Thursdays is juniors, Fridays is seniors. And so the network has these great relationships with these companies, Fortune 500 companies, some of the bigger companies that you guys will see on an everyday basis, and students get the opportunity to go out in the field and actually work at these law firms or banks or nonprofits, codes, corporate construction sites. So they get the opportunity to get out there and be a part of the corporate work study program, and it gives our kids the advantage to be able to build relationships with people and build relationships with people for 4 years, and you go off and get a degree, and you come back from getting your bachelor's, and you still have relationships with your contacts. You can come back and you can start working right away. So that's a huge advantage that our students have. And it's pretty cool that they're able to go to school 4 days a week and work 1 day of the week. That's really.
That's how I actually met some of them. That's how I actually found out about the school, because I was working at a company downtown Milwaukee. It's called Manpower, and it was students coming in that we had to like kind of tutor, or not even tutor, but like kind of they were shadowing us for the day kind of thing. And that's how I met them, and they were super professional. I'm like, what school does this? Like, that's pretty dope. And they were like, yeah, we're just here just trying to get a feel for this, so we don't know exactly what jobs we're gonna have, but we checking out all the different places that they can. I'm like, dude, that's dope. Like, yeah. So it's like 1 day out the week that they take certain grades each day.
Yeah, so every day is designated for a grade. So like I said, Tuesday is freshmen, Wednesday sophomores, and then so forth and so on. And then every 4 weeks, you'll work twice a week. So you would stick with your original day, but every Monday. So let's say if it was a 4-week cycle, this Monday the freshmen will work on Monday and they work on Tuesday.
They do 2 hours, or how many hours they do?
They be at school. They be at work the whole day.
Oh, so that's counted as like a curriculum.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they be at school the whole day,
that's
and,
right.
and then the next week that Monday, the sophomores will work twice in a week, and then the next week the juniors will work twice in a week. So every Monday it rotates who works twice that week.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
We're the only school in the state that does it.
That's what I'm saying. I never seen a school do nothing like that. So definitely check that out, y'all.
I know some of our kids used to work for the Bucks. Like that was real exciting when they were, building the new arena. They got an opportunity to be able to, see what that was like. Like working with the project managers hand in hand, and you really dipping in the ketchup.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Look.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what you said. I lost your train of thought. Look. So the question I was gonna ask is, do the students get paid for working those jobs? Because I think that's a great opportunity for them to be able to, that's like, that'll make them want to come to school.
Yeah, it's super unique because during the school year, when the kids go to their corporate work study programs, the money that they will make from the program will go towards their school tuition. So they have those relationships. They have those relationships with those companies, and the money they will make will just pay for their tuition. Now, here's the kicker. In the summertime, usually, obviously, students that really excel during the school year, they would have the opportunity to keep working during the summertime, and all that money would be just like, that's for your own personal income.
During the summer.
During the summer.
But during school, it goes towards
your tuition, essentially, yes.
Oh, that's dope. So they working year round.
Yeah.
And then even during school, it's still counted towards their curriculum, so it's not taken away from it.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's real dope.
And you're able to go out like some of these kids. A lot of these kids work in really cool places. Law firms. One of my players actually, he works downtown and for a company called Barry. I'm just like, and I was joking with him. I said, you probably don't even realize how many millionaires you see a day.
But it's really true. Like,
it's really true. Like, you're down in these corporate buildings. There's no people just walk by. You just never see them. There's no telling how many people are just millionaires or how many people that are super successful. And these students have the opportunity to be in that environment, which is which is crazy at the age of 14.
They probably seen. Let's just say they had a bad background. You know what I mean? And they just came to a school where they get to experience things they thought they would never probably be able to experience. Mm-hmm. Now, is this a private school or is it public? Like,
it's a private school, but it's a private choice school.
So, do they have to pay anything out of pocket to come here?
It depends on the situation, but more than likely, no. Everybody's situation is different, but with any school, but more than likely, no.
I always thought that certain private schools that you had to pay like a.
I mean, you have the corporate work study, so you're paying for your own tuition essentially anyway.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anything that I missed or may have not asked that you guys want to share about it, or something that you would recommend somebody that's watching right now.
Yeah.
That may be interested in putting their kids in the school, whether they're here or in a different state.
So, Ed, what would you say would be like one of our highlights this year on the as far as the basketball squad goes?
Yeah.
The growth and development.
Uh-huh.
From where we started at ground zero, most of these kids really never played basketball before, and how we came in, trying to change the culture that these kids are around 24/7 during the day. Come to the gym, we get right to it. We put the hard work in. Mm-hmm. You can see that it's starting to change. It's starting to grow on them.
That's good.
I said we walked in right away, day one, with the expectations, with the bar high. We saw the vision right. I saw the vision right away, and LJ obviously saw the vision right away, and there was just so much potential that we could, and we kind of feed off each other all the time. You got to be open with. I learned that right away. Being an assistant, I always talk with my coaching buddies. The longest 12 inches in life is that seat from the assistant position to the head coach. Like, you just never know when an opportunity will come. So when I took over, with me being an assistant so long, I was kind of still thinking like an assistant. And you always want a powerful assistant to have on your right hip. That way you can kind of feed off his energy. He helped you out, and that's kind of with us. We like peanut butter and jelly, right?
That's good.
We're super compliments to each other, and that really helps.
So is that normal for is there ever times or instances where there may be head coaches and assistants that's not, do you go and pick your assistant, right?
Yeah,
or do they just kind of put you with someone?
My athletic director, right away, when he hired me and we kind of sat down and we kind of scoped out the season, he gave me that free will, and that trust to be able to go out and hire and find my own assistant. So I was real grateful for that.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably was still kind of weird for you, wasn't it?
I mean, it was. It was. I mean, being able to scramble like how I did, but I'm kind of grateful with the guys that I got and that came on. But I mean, everywhere is different. I mean, some places, some athletic directors will say, okay, you got to have this guy. Even at the pro level, I mean, there's some general managers at the pro level that will say, okay, we're going to hire you as a head coach, but this guy's going to be the offensive coordinator, right? So I'm kind of grateful that my athletic director and the principal here gave me that control to go out and hire my own staff and put people in place that I really wanted. So that was the most important part, obviously.
That's good.
Absolutely.
I forgot the question that I was going to ask, but do you guys have any social media platforms that people can, follow you all on? We'll make sure we have the links below too if you do. So
you can go first.
They got the Cristo Rey basketball. I think it's Cristo Rey MKE basketball.
So the Twitter account for the school is at Cristo Rey MKE. And then my Twitter handle is at Coach Mill. So Coach MILL 96. And then obviously my Facebook is just Dejon Miller. And then my IG is the same as Twitter, at Coach Mill 96.
And if y'all remember that, we'll have the links below. So go ahead.
I can't think of my Twitter link off the top of my head.
Oh my God.
I have to put it down below.
And then as far as the school, is it just one page? It's just one Twitter page?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's pretty dope opportunity for kids. I don't remember ever having seen or even knowing a school that's like that, where kids have so much opportunity that makes them want to come back to school. So, and then also not just the school part, but the basketball opportunity. And you guys travel, don't you?
Yeah, we travel. I mean, we're a real varsity basketball squad. We travel. I mean, we play a couple of our network schools. On the first, we're going down to Chicago. We're playing Cristo Rey, St. Martin. They're one of our network schools. So we'll go down with them. We'll play a game, and afterwards we'll network with them and kick it with them for a while. So we'll spend a day in Chicago. Probably do some sightseeing, things of that nature. And then there's so for people that don't know, Cristo Rey is, I believe, Spanish for Christ the King. That's what Cristo Rey means. Christ the
Catholic
King.
or
It's Catholic
school?
It's a Catholic school, so it's, I believe, Spanish for Christ the King. I believe so. It is. And there's the Chicago school. There's a Chicago network school, just where there are as far as locale. The name of their school is Christ the King, but they're a network school, and they're really, really, really good at basketball. And obviously, the goal is to be able to schedule them one year and go down there and play in that hostile environment and be able to compete
with each other
at a high level with those guys. So
that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. You guys got anything else you want to say, or anything else that I may have missed or may not asked about the?
I feel like we covered a lot of good things. And
Come catch a game.
Come catch a game.
When is the next one?
Our next home game is Thursday, January 20. What day is Thursday?
What is the 30th?
That's
8th,
that's 30th, January 30th. Yep.
On Thursday.
On Thursday, our JV plays. Our JV play Cyber School, and our varsity we play Milwaukee Early Youth. It's going to be a future conference opponent, so come check us out, and we hope to see you at a game sometime.
Yeah. Then y'all can personally meet Coach Miller here and Coach Hill. Stay tuned for the next couple videos. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And any suggestions for anything or have any questions for maybe Coach Hill, Coach Miller, I'll be sure to relay the message or just comment below. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.
Is Jazzy.
I usually get like.
Kid. They call me One Take Jazz now. Oh yeah. It's Jazzy the Kid, and I'm back on the 1 and 2s. Milwaukee would do this beat, about to do the fool. On